Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an important topic to me. It's very near and dear to my heart and I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, and that is sunscreen. I guess it's kind of more of a boring topic, but it's so important, and for me it became way more important about 10 years ago when I was 30 and I was diagnosed with skin cancer. It was one of the scariest things that's happened to me, and ever since then I made sure I was a lot more careful about sunscreen. In the past, when I was younger, I used to only apply sunscreen if I knew I was going to be outside for a long period of time. I was going to the beach or, you know, a barbecue or somewhere where we were just going to be outside for a while, because I'm fair-skinned and I burn really easily. So of course I was trying not to get burned, but I also intentionally would try to tan. So when I got the skin cancer, I started making sure that I was wearing sunscreen every single day. The only challenge that I had though was with my face, because sunscreens traditionally have a really funky texture. They're sticky and tacky, and they sometimes leave a white cast on your face, and you know, makeup doesn't apply well over them. So that was a challenge for me, but I came up with 4 ways that I can still wear sunscreen without actually having to apply a sticky, goopy tube of sunscreen to my face. So I will talk about those 4 different types of products today. Some of them have a chemical sunscreen and some of them have a physical. And so you're going to hear me use those terms, and if you don't know what those mean, a physical sunscreen is something that has natural minerals in it, such as zinc oxide or titanium dioxide, and what those do is they sit on the top of your skin, and when the sun hits your skin, it bounces it right off. So it's a physical layer that blocks it from even entering your skin at all, and that's really good if you are sensitive to the chemicals that are in the chemical sunscreens, or it's also good if you have a condition like rosacea, where if heat enters your skin, it causes a flare-up because the heat's not even going to penetrate. So that's the physical. And then chemical sunscreens like oxybenzone or ababenzone, if you see those on the label, what those do is they allow the UV rays to enter your skin, but then they break them up and send them back out. So they work just as well, but those actually take 20 minutes or so to get started. So if you're applying something and heading right out the door in 5 minutes, it may not be protecting you at first, whereas the physical blocks actually protect you immediately. So there's a few differences between them, but both I would say work equally as well. I think it's just personal preference. I think back in the day, physical sunscreens like zinc oxide were known for being really thick and having like a white cast to them. But the newer products that have physical sunscreens in them that I'm going to show you actually don't do that. So really, physical sunscreens are my preferred method. If I can, you know, if I can get a physical sunscreen in a product, I would prefer that over the chemical one. Not that I have reactions to the chemical or anything like that. It's just a personal preference type of thing. I like to always go natural if I can. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the 4 products that I'm going to talk about today. So the first way to get your sunscreen without actually having to apply a sunscreen is to use a moisturizer with SPF. This one is from Elemis. It's their Pro Collagen Marine Cream. I've used this product for years. I usually take it out in the summertime because it has a really nice lightweight gel texture, and it's not enough moisture for me in the wintertime, but in the summer it's just perfect. It's not too rich and it just sinks right in. It's also a really potent anti-wrinkle cream, so I've had really good results with this, and it's time to take it out again. And they actually just sent me their new version that has SPF 30, so I didn't even know that that existed. So I'm really excited that I can use an SPF 30 version of this in the summertime. I actually needed a new jar anyway, so it worked out great. But this cream is actually more on the expensive side, so if it's not in your budget or you're just looking for a basic everyday daily moisturizer without all those pricey anti-aging ingredients in it, check out the Aveeno Positively Radiant Daily Moisturizer that has SPF 30. It is a chemical sunscreen, just to let you know, but it has soy in it, which helps to reduce dark spots on your skin. So that's a really good option, as well as Neutrogena makes their Healthy Defense Daily Moisturizer, and they have both a chemical and a physical option. So depending on which one you prefer, the Neutrogena one is great. That one is also SPF 50. So both of those are just basic everyday moisturizers. They, like I said, they don't have the heavy duty anti-aging ingredients like the Elemis does, but it's just a quick and easy way to get your sunscreen because you're going to be applying moisturizer anyway. So it just makes it super simple. And then the second quick and easy way to get your sunscreen is to use a primer that has sunscreen. This one is my absolute favorite. It's from Coats. It's their Face Natural Tinted Primer with SPF 40. This is a chemical-free, physical-only sunblock, and it has broad spectrum sunscreen that's actually water resistant up to 80 minutes. So this is a really awesome option. It also has like a thick sort of moussey texture that dries down to a matte finish, but it fills in all your lines and pores and makes your skin look flawless. Some days I actually just wear this on its own. It has a slight tint to it, but I found that once I rub it into my skin, it completely disappears. I have heard and seen some reviews that say that people with really fair skin found that this was too dark on them. I feel like it doesn't show up on me at all, but they do make a lighter version in case that's something that you're worried about. So I highly recommend this one. I've been using it for about 2 years now. I use it almost every single day under makeup and I absolutely love it. Also, just recently Physicians Formula came out with the Vitamin C Brightening Facial Oil Stick, and this one has SPF 30. This one is a chemical sunscreen, but I love the oil stick. It also has vitamin C in it, which is an antioxidant that protects against free radicals. So this is a great option if you have really dry skin, whereas the Coats, it does work for my dry skin, but it also has that matte finish. So if you're more oily, this one might work a little bit better for you than the oil stick, especially in the summertime. I'm feeling like this might be more of my go-to in the fall and winter, and this is better for this time of year, but they're both really great options, so it just depends on your preference. And then the third quick and easy way to get your sunscreen without having to apply sunscreen is to use a foundation with SPF. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation. It has SPF 50+. It's a physical-only, chemical-free sunscreen. This is one of my absolute favorites, but of course there are other foundations that do have sunscreen in them, but this one has the highest number. I feel like most foundations have SPF 25 or SPF 15, and a lot of times it's the chemical version. So this is my go-to when it comes to using a foundation with sunscreen. I absolutely love this and definitely recommend it. It has great coverage, but feels moisturizing on the skin at the same time. So definitely check this out if you're looking for an awesome foundation with sunscreen. And then the fourth quick and easy way to get your sunscreen is to use a setting spray that has SPF in it. This is the Zinc It Over Fine and Sheer Sunscreen Facial Mist, SPF 25, broad spectrum. This is a physical only zinc oxide sunscreen, so no chemicals. And what I love about this is not only can you use it right after you're finished with your makeup to set everything, but you can also use it throughout the day. And the creator of this I thought was brilliant because all of the other products that I mentioned, you're applying them in the morning before you go out. But say you're at work all day, that SPF 50 in the foundation or the SPF 30 in the moisturizer, those are gonna stop working throughout the day. They only last so long. So with this option, you can actually keep it in your bag, in your desk, and mist it throughout the day to keep adding that sunscreen, because once your makeup's on, you're not gonna go reapply your moisturizer or your foundation or your primer. So this is just an easy way to keep reapplying your sunscreen without messing up your makeup. So I thought this was absolutely brilliant. It has a really fine mist to it, so it's not gonna make those heavy water droplets all over your skin, and it just goes on so sheer and so nicely, and it really does help to keep my makeup in place all day. So this is an awesome option. I believe Kate Somerville makes an SPF setting spray as well, but that's an aerosol, and I think that's a chemical sunscreen. I used to have that. I think I got it last summer or the one before. I wasn't crazy about it. It had a really strong smell to it, and I just wasn't a fan. This one does have, I think, a tropical scent, but it also comes in an unscented version if scents bother you. And I just like that this one is more natural as well. All right, so now that you guys know of 4 quick and easy ways to get your sunscreen, you have no excuse not to wear it every single day. Believe me, you do not want to get that phone call from the doctor saying that you have skin cancer. So please do me a favor and protect yourselves. It's so important. Let me know in the comments below if you are a regular sunscreen wearer, if you don't like to, or if you have some of your favorite products that contain sunscreen that you want to tell me about. Let me know. I love chatting with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.